Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to change the switch on your lamp. This is an inline switch. This is my favorite Batman lamp. It's pretty cool. It has a bat signal shade, lamp shade. Yeah, bat signal lamp shade. This is my favorite lamp. It's like indirect lighting, you know what I mean? The light's shooting at the ceiling, and that's how I like it. So anyway, this switch, it went off and it would not go back on. So, and I took it apart, I realized the plastic was all cracked on it. So I ordered me a new switch off Amazon, and what I got was a little bit heftier switch. This is the Leviton standard. It's a 3 amp switch. It could be used for a lot of things, not just lamps, but this could even be used for up to a 1/2 horsepower motor. Now, I'm pretty sure it's just a single pole switch, so it's just going to be just like this broken one here. And you can still buy these little guys, but I said, hell with it, I'm just going to buy a heavy duty one. So there it is. So let's open up this new switch and see what we're looking at. Like I said, it's the Leviton. Here's the back of it, in case anybody was interested. You can see the barcode. You could probably scan that. Anyway, I want to make this a short video, so let's get started. Let's open up this bag. Alright. So it comes with some instructions if you need them. Obviously, I'm going to show you how to do it, so that's probably better than instructions. Yeah. Single pole cord switch, 3 amp, 125 volt, 1/2 horsepower, 125 volt. Alright, so this is self-explanatory anyway. We're going to have 2 wires. This is what we already got under this switch here. And we're just going to have to trim them a little bit. And we're going to, one wire is going to go in and around. And the other one wire is going to go to each side of the screws there. So we might have to adjust it a little bit, but it's going to be basically the same. So what I think we're going to have to do is, let's get this open with a screwdriver. This bad boy opened up. Let me move this back a little. Oh, I can't. Too much shit around here. Alright. Let's get this opened up. Yeah, the plastic had cracked on this, and that's why it wasn't working too good. Alright, so you can see how this one works. Basically just this little thing here pierces the wire on each side, so that's why you don't have to strip it. Before our new one, we're going to have to strip it. So we're going to have to get our wire strippers. What we got to do is get our new switch opened up. Now it shouldn't matter which direction you put the switch, either way is alright. So don't get worried about that. You can put it either way. Usually, I don't know. I would think I would put it so this way. When I push it this way, I know that I'm pointing the electricity that way, and it's on. If I push it back this way, I'm pushing it back, and it's off. So that's how I'm going to put it. So that way, when your bulb dies out, and you're not sure, you know which way is on and which way is off. I never like this round thing, because you hear a click, but that's, you don't know if that's on or off. See that loud click? That means it's off, but the low click means it's on. And not everybody knows that, and you wouldn't know it unless you took it apart or you listened to it while you were, nobody's listening. Okay, we're opened up here. Okay, like I said, if this way is on, that's how we're going to put it. So let's see what we got here. Does it tell us which way is on? No. I'm thinking this way is on. Let's do a quick check, make sure. Get our trusty meter here. Let's put it on the right setting, that would help. Put it on diode check. Now when we hear that sound, that means we got continuity, and that means on. So that means that way is on, and that way is off. On, off. Okay. So that's how I want to put it. So we're going to have to trim the wire, pull this up a little. So all you got to do is pull, and this will separate. Okay. And do a little bit on the other side. Alright. So let's see what we're going to look like here. This is just a test run. So you can see how much we got to cut off of these. I stripped it a little too far back, but that don't matter. This one seems just about right. Yeah, they both seem just about right. So let's just strip them a little bit. So now we have our switch. We have our bypass wires going to go around the back here. And each one of these is going to go around the screw. So I'm going to twist it a little. We don't have to have that in there yet. We can sleek that in any time. So we're going to go around the screw in the direction that the screw turns to tighten. Okay? So whatever way you're going to tighten it, which means righty-tighty, we're going to be turning it to the right, so we're going to loop it to the right. See that? I know this is, for some people this is common knowledge, but not to everybody, so that's why I'm telling you. Okay? The reason you're going to do that is because so when the screw pulls it around, it doesn't pull it out of the screw, it pulls it in. It pulls the whole wire into the screw. See? Now if it was going that way, it might push it out because the screw, when the screw finally touches it, it starts pushing the wire. Okay? So now we're going to go around this side. About that. Okay, so get your screw in there, get your wire in there, pull it around. If it won't pull around, fix it. Don't be afraid to have to do something twice to get it right. Okay, and if it won't stay, get your pick and push it around. Okay, you get a pick, you push it around, or a small screwdriver, push it around like that. Now let's tighten it up. You getting that? Let's tighten it up now. Yeah, there we go. So now we just have to stick our wires in here, like this. Let's get it in the slot here, like that. Okay, if anything's sticking out like that, just tuck it in. It ain't gonna bother nobody. As long as they're in the wire between these two guys, don't worry about it. Stick it in. There we go. That won't bother nobody. Neither will this. Okay, so we got our wires in on this side. We're going to get our wires in on this side. Okay, get them nice and flat in there. Now we're going to put our cover back on. Ready? You see how I got that in there? Flat. Hold that down. This one's staying, this one's not, because the wire's hanging off the table. I'm going to put it back on top like this. Tighten up our box here. Now, fact of the matter is, I did fix that old switch before, and then I taped it because it was cracked. And when the light went out, I immediately assumed that it was the switch again because it, it's cracked. There was really nothing I could do with it. The plastic's so flimsy, right? So I immediately assumed it was the switch, and I ordered one. Now, be careful with these plastic screws. Screwing into plastic, you don't want to over tighten it because then you'll strip it out. Now there is a certain amount of tightening you got to do to get the wire locked in there, like that, see? But once it's tightened, you'll know. See, it's not tight yet. See how there's still space there? So I know I got to go a little more. Yeah, see, that's tight. Now it's tight. Let me see this side tight. Okay, now there's just one last thing to do. There we go. This is nice. This is really a nice switch. It was $5 at Amazon. The other deals, they were trying to sell me like a couple of these for $5. You know what I mean? Like 3 of them for $5 or something. I said, let me just get the one big one good one, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Because these are really flimsy switches. And the one I was ordering promised to be made in China and be even flimsier than this one that's like, I don't know, 20 years old or more. Probably 20. This lamp's probably 20 years old. Let me show you how the bat signal is. Can you see it? There it is. So it's like a bat signal. The lampshade is. So it's pretty neat. I'm a big fan of the old Batman, the original Batman. It's a little dusty, yeah. But yeah, this is cool. Though I don't think this is from the original Batman, but it's not lifelike, so I like it. Anyway, this short video has now turned into 15 minutes, and I'm about out of here. So that's how to change the lamp switch, inline switch. Anybody could do that. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them in the bottom. I'll try to answer every one, unless I get thousands, but if I can answer your question, I will. That could be about any topic too. So, with that, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, man.